Let's talk a little crypto. 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 The right stuff. Yeah. Let me show you something. Bitcoin log scale from 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What do you see here? These boom and bust cycles, if you will, of Bitcoin. The market cycle, as we like to call it, the Wall Street cheat sheet. Where do you think this sucker's going in the next few years? Each time it breaks the last high, right? It was around $1,100 when Mt. Gox, you got hacked, or whatever the hell happened. It was one of the only trading places for Bitcoin that was on the internet at the time. I mean, there might have been some little obscure things that no one's heard about, but Mt. Gox was the exchange to go play with Bitcoin and trade. And then it got hacked and crash. Came down to what? $200. Stayed in this 250 range for a while. Then Cliff High has the nerve. That old son of a gun Cliff High has the nerve to tell us his webbot report, woo-woo webbot nonsense, is going to see Bitcoin going to $400 and something soon. But first, you're going to see it go to 428. From 408 to 428, it's going to bounce around about 3 times. It's going to do that 3 times. And then it's going places you'll never see it go again. It'll never come back down again. It's funny, because that's exactly what happened. 250, boom, 300, 400 to 428 thing. We've never even kind of come back to those levels. So even at the high of 20,000, we got down to approximately 3,100 right here. End of 2018, let's see, December. Again, Litecoin was 22 on the low, 71 for Bitcoin Cash. I don't even recall what Ethereum was at. It was probably actually worse than that. Gosh, ETH could have been 50 or 60 bucks. To be honest with you, I kind of want to take a little peek. Oh, I could have just looked right here. Ethereum. That's Ethereum Classic. Ooh, look at that nice spike. $9. Nice spike. Anyways, Ethereum, not Ethereum Classic, for the low of December, got down to about 86. So that's interesting, because ETH got down to 86. Bitcoin Cash, again, I'm pretty sure it was like 71. Yeah, it's just above 60, 64. I know, it was 71. Bitcoin Cash. It's now 428. So if Ethereum got down to 86 or whatever, shouldn't it be like 600 bucks? Nope, it's not. It's 270. Now, it shouldn't bother you too bad, because I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. ETH's gonna be doing fine. It's gonna. Litecoin and Ethereum might pump nicely in the near future. Litecoin's already been doing so. Oh my gosh, it's down 1% right now as I'm talking to you. What? It's $136. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was 22 in January or December of last year. Basically 6 months ago, 6.5 months ago, whatever the hell it is. Because it was towards the end, wasn't it? Or was that right in the middle? December 18th, 19th, no, right there, 18th. Then it started climbing back up, 17th, 18th. So halfway through December, we're halfway through June, whatever. And I think the getting's going to get good, my friends. So that chart, look at the chart. I want you to also know something. In 2013, while Bitcoin was, what is this, about 80 bucks, 50 bucks? Can't really tell. No, it's 60 down there, about 75, 80 bucks. Litecoin was about 12, 13 cents. I have a video someone shared with me, myself. Joe, you remember doing this video? No, actually, I don't remember it at all. I got back from I think I was back from Tennessee, and I talked about, because the market was doing this in Bitcoin, and I said, you guys asked me to look at a Bitcoin. At first, I was like, I can't trust this thing. And then 2-3 months later, I was like, yeah, actually, I think we can. I've guys, I think I was wrong on that claim. We do need to look into this. There's something to this. So from that day forward, I was pro Bitcoin and talked about it and stuff. But this video of me, I was sitting in the old Tahoe I had. It was a 2005 or 6. I think it was a 6. Mainly my wife was using that one. And we got back from Tennessee that same year, 2013. And I'm in the car or whatever doing a video saying, you know, guys, the next time this thing dumps or whatever, referring to Bitcoin, I think there's another coin we need to start looking at. And it's called Litecoin. We might need to start getting into that one instead. Did I actually do that? I remember playing with Litecoin and Feathercoin and some of these other coins for a while when I was mining, and then turning that into Bitcoin on the exchanges. But I can't remember. It's too long ago. I don't recall holding Litecoin at that time, other than commenting about it on my YouTube channel and telling people that if you're trading this and messing with Bitcoin, you guys need to start looking at Litecoin. Could you imagine? Now, Litecoin at some point runs up to $3, then hits $39, then comes back down to $3. That's pretty brutal. Again, though, if you were in at 12 or 13 cents and you watched it go to $39 saying, oh my God, I'm rich, I'm effing rich, I never have to work again. My family may not ever have to work again with that kind of money. And then watching it crash down to 3, it's pretty gut-wrenching to know that you had a certain amount of wealth. At 12 cents, let's just do some math here real quick. With $1,000, I think I calculated 8,333 Litecoin is what you would have roughly had. My math is right. $1,000, 12 cents a piece. You could have 8,000 of those. It's about right. 8,333, something like that. So imagine having 8, and this is small numbers, $1,000 back then, for 8,000 of them. However, let's just pull up the old calculator anyways. 8,333 Litecoin times $3, you turned $1,000 into $25,000. You're not living, I'm gonna retire. No. But 8,333 times $39, $324,000. You could pay off a house. You might say, Joe, I could pay off a couple houses where I live. These are cheap living out here. Okay. Now we're talking. However, that's $39. What was the all-time high of Litecoin? 372 was the global average, I believe. But on Coinbase, it was 420. 8,333 times, we'll go with the 372 number. Whoops. 372. $3 million. Could you live off that? Could you go ahead and retire? Could you pay all off your debt? Maybe even invest some of that into something else that earns a nice little interest. You can find some stuff. My buddy Dave is high-level guru in this stuff. And Dave, we're talking the other day, and he says, he's like, oh yeah, there's investments. You got to have a decent net worth to put into it. But not a heck of a lot, but you can find 100, 200K investments that would, you can get back 10% a year. So you put $1 million into something like that or whatever. Living off 100K salary, just off the interest. It's a return on your investment. What if you did $2 million? I get it. Just there's a little example here, but that's at that number. Well, 8,333 times 420 on Coinbase would have been nearly 3.5 million, 3.5 mil. And yeah, you're gonna have to pay taxes, whatever. However, you see this little chart I'm hiding behind the calculator? This is Bitcoin, but the Litecoin chart will look pretty much identical as far as the movement, not necessarily the price. 12 cents Litecoin here, jumped to $3, $39, back down to $3. Oh, $372 in the same time frame here, end of 2017. It crashes down to $22 right here, right? It's gonna be hundreds of dollars. More hundreds of dollars than it was the last time it hit 300, 400 bucks. Why? Because this chart is telling you how this thing moves as we progress through time. So Is it out of the realm of possibility to just throw it, I'll be honest, a conservative number at you for Litecoin at $800 times our same 8,333 Litecoin that we initially bought for $1,000 in this example, if you would have waited since 2013, equals 6.666400, 6.6 million bucks. Now we're talking. But you know, there's numbers are $1,000, $2,000's coming. And that's very possible. This chart sitting on that screen tells you this is actually possible. What I'm telling you. And I also want you to think about this. Joe, what about Theta though, man? Theta, White Dove, $1,000 plus for Theta. The damn thing's 12 cents, 12, 13 cents. Come on, man. Really? Hold on. This, you know, this is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be mind-boggling. Not really, but I'm screwing with you. Did I tell you that Litecoin was 12 and 13 cents? January 2013? It's had how many years to grow since 2011 when it came out? So 2 years after it came out, was created, that's 2013, it's 2 years later, to now, we've seen some incredible price action, haven't we? We've seen $300 to $400 Litecoin. Hundreds. 12 cents back in 2013. We have Theta token created approximately January of 2018, 1 year ago. Litecoin 2011, it's like, what is that, 8 years? It's been around for 8 years. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. As soon as we get into 2020, it'll be 9 years. Theta is a little over a year old. And yes, it's still screwing around 12, 13 cents. It rallied up a little bit, come down a little bit, whatever. Litecoin didn't, did the same thing. A lot of these coins did the same thing in the beginning. If Litecoin can do that, and this whole time, and I love Litecoin, I'm not bashing Litecoin. I love Litecoin. But was it ever officially used as anything? Did it do something? Oh, they're streaming content video on. No. Theta is changing content delivery across the nation, across the world, across the planet through this Theta protocol. They are running and going so fast, they're making leaps and bounds. I wish all crypto companies that were started with ICOs did what they did. They took the ball and ran with it and never stopped. You don't think Theta could be $1,000 or more? When Litecoin has already hit $300 to $400, not even necessarily doing something other than acting as an investment, a share of a company, a highly volatile, stock. Doesn't actually do anything yet. It's not officially accepted as money yet, and it's already done that. And bravo, because that's fantastic, by the way, that a coin can do that. But Theta is a coin where you could say, whoa, this is what they're doing with it. They're actively doing this, and they're making deals with Samsung and all these other companies, a bunch of other companies. Streaming, you can tip people, gaming, video gaming. Video gamers, please. That alone is going to drive Theta through the moon. When you can tip people on that and earn Theta fuel, whatever. It is absolutely going to do that, in my opinion. White Dove said you're going to have to wait several years. That's what she got. You wait several years, but if you do, you're patient. This is the one that, like she told Pete, this is the one that will make you rich. Again, imagine you put $1,000 into Theta. The math is basically the same. You just got 8,000 Theta. You just got 8,000 Theta. You put 10K in, 80 something thousand Theta. Forget that number. Just 1,000 Theta. $1,000 could turn into $1 million. $1,000 today could turn into $1 million. If you're willing to wait several years and not, I got to get out, the market's dumping, I don't want to mess with these things. Turn your stupid emotions, your silly emotions off. 2013, there's the chart. Litecoin, 12, 13 cents. Oh, well, if I would have known what I know now, you know. You're going to say the same damn thing in 5 years from now. 4 years, 3 years, whatever. Theta, whoa, no. I told you. So many times you probably hated me for saying it so much that you're going to have to wait. So anybody who had the wherewithal to stand still with any, whether it was Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever, at that time in 2013, the charts all looked the same as that. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think of when Ethereum was actually created. Doesn't really matter. Mainly talking about Bitcoin and Litecoin. But imagine here, everyone's yelling at you. Oh, you should have sell here. And you're like, no, it's going higher. It's going higher. And then this happens. Did you sell? No, man, you should have sold, you idiot. I told you. So the money's staring in your face. Just take the damn money. But I really believe this is going to go a lot higher, guys. Okay, whatever. 2015, 2016, 2 years later, it finally gets back to where it was 2 years later. Right, end of 2013, so 2014 through 2015, and then technically you might say, well, actually, Joe, it's more like 3 years. Okay, that's fine. It finally, it took you 3 years to get back where that high was. Exactly. And I told you it's going to go higher, didn't I? Yeah. I'm still waiting. Now imagine being able to shove this back into those people's faces. End of 2017, when Litecoin was 300, 400 bucks. Bitcoin was $20,000. Hey man, I sold back here when Bitcoin was 1,000, 1,100, man. What's wrong with you? I was waiting for the 20K like I told you. I had to wait a bunch of years. But I made many multiples of my money. So I tried to tell you guys, you don't want to hear it. That's what you'd be saying to your friend or whatever. The Tesla, I'll repeat it. I put up some money in the beginning of this year. This is my Tesla fund. All I have to do is wait for cryptos to go to a magic number, and this son of a gun is mine. That close. The announcement will be coming soon. I can assure you of that. I believe in these things. I've showed you why. I try to tell people why. I try to explain it. I just let you know what I'm doing. By you getting into these things does not affect me at all. I'm not charging you for you to go out and buy these things. I don't charge for my knowledge of just simply telling you to go get into crypto. No. I'll tell you anything like that for free. Hey, go to Coinbase, buy all the main coins there, all the Ripple, whatever. You could buy all. Is it going to hurt to have 5 coins versus 4 coins? It doesn't matter. Go for it. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, get you some Ripple, that's fine. Go a little heavier in Litecoin though. I've always said that. There's a place in my heart for Litecoin I just can't ignore. Go a little heavier on Litecoin. Don't touch it for a few years. Don't look at it if you don't want. You're going to have to remember you have it, because in a few years you might actually forget if you're not looking at it. You got to kind of look at it every now and then so you don't forget you freaking have it. Because in 4 or 5 years when you're sitting on a massive fortune and you need the money and you forget you even have it, that's going to be kind of sucky. You figure out, after you die, oh, mom, 50 years later, oh, mom had an account at Coinbase. And it was, willed to us somehow. I guess she died and a lawyer contacted it. You don't want to be dealing with that. Check your stuff. Know what you got. Check it every now and then. And that's the simplest, safest, easiest thing that anybody can do. Well, how do I move it and trade it? You can do that. But it's so easy to just buy it and sit on it. And again, I know it'd be sitting on the exchange, but is it even harder, really harder, to just get the Exodus wallet and move it, send, receive, done? Oh, okay. No. Now it's in your possession. Yes, you got to do the keyword backup and be safe about it. At least it's off the exchange. But still, however you decide to do it. Some people are going to just leave it on Coinbase. Some people are not going to do that. Whatever. To each his own. This stuff is going to go up. It's going to break records. It's going to 50,000. It's going to 60,000. It's going to 100,000. You're going to see this happening with Bitcoin. And Litecoin is going to be many, many, many hundreds. Again, I've said this year. Don't be surprised if the all-time record is breached. Because let me just go back to the chart. Let me just go back to the chart. 2013, 1,100 bucks. We'll just round it. $1,000 bucks. $1,000 bucks. 1 year, 2 year, 3-year finally up. Oh, finally, here we go. Gets back to where it was. So it breached it right here. That's about 1400 or so. Little sell-off, doesn't matter, keeps going. So just a matter of months later, it's at 3,000. Remember, it was 1,000. It's now up 3 times. So what I'm telling you is, this takes time to grow, right? These lines right here take time to grow to get up to the all-time high each time the cycle happens. We're here. So when we go and hit 20K, you think we're just crashing down again and oh, it's the end of it. Wait for the next cycle. Or do you think higher numbers are coming? To give you an idea of the potential. Now, what I can't tell you for sure is the potential this year. For sure 2019. Or is it going to be like halfway through 2020? I don't know. I can tell you fairly soon, but it shouldn't matter to you one way or the other. And here's why. We got to $1,000 here, 2013. How many times 1,000 equals 20,000? 20. It moved 20 times its value from the peak of this cycle to this next peak. And we've had some smaller ones in between, whatever. But the major market cycles, we have these 2 ones right here. So if it were to, I don't know, go 20 times $20,000, the next high, what's that equal? Joe, that's $400,000. 400,000? Yeah, correct. Am I saying Bitcoin's going to hit 400,000 in 2019? No, I'm not saying that. But if it's moving along to start that next cycle, it's already started, and move on up, moving on up to the east side. It's time we got a piece of the Bitcoin pie. It's going to hit 20 and then just get started. Just like over here, when we hit 1,000, it was just getting started. Within months, it was 2 times its amount, 3 times its amount. So what does that mean? If we apply the same logic, the same data right here, not that you should do that in every market, because markets don't repeat exactly, but they do repeat similarly. Again, 1,000 times 3, 3,000, that happened in a matter of months once it finally got back up to the high of 1,000. So 20 times 3, that'd be $60,000. Joe, are you saying you think $60,000 Bitcoin could happen this year? Oh, it's a strong possibility for sure. And higher, because of just what I'm showing you on this chart. And these coins and this market does this all the time. And by all the time doesn't mean every few weeks. There's a period of time you got to wait a year for the bear market to settle down and get back into the bull market. I had to wait 1.5 years that one time. So what? People are too impatient. They want the stuff to recover 2 weeks later. If it's not recovered by 2 weeks, I'm getting out. I can't take it anymore. Fine. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Because there's some of us out here that believe in this stuff very strongly. We've put a lot of our own money into these things. And we will sit back and wait as long as we need to wait. Which isn't that long. This isn't the stock market. Oh, I had to wait 15 to 20 years for Amazon to finally get up to, thousands. Oh, I had to wait a few months, man. I got into Veritasium at $6 and sold it at 120. Jesus, I had to wait like, what was it, 2.5 months? I don't even know if I want to play a market like that. I mean, geez, 2.5 months. I don't have that kind of time. We're too impatient, people, aren't we? We are so damn impatient. And I didn't give a damn. I kept coming out here. Nope. Didn't talk about it too much in the bear market. What was there to talk about? Other than, yeah, guys, I'm still in. It's only loss if you sell. I don't know about you guys. I'm not selling to get out. I'm selling to make a trade to get back in, but I'm not selling to get out. That's okay. And then, of course, we turn around and now I'm time to do some more videos on crypto. The market conditions have changed for the better for everybody. It's now time to start focusing some more on crypto. Why focus on it when it's going down, goes down more, goes down more? I mean, I was still doing videos on down days. Hey, guys, down 10% today, But nothing super exciting, so why waste too much video time and your time to hear something you've been seeing for the last 3 months, market going down? Like, Joe, yeah, we've heard you 4 times now. What else you got? That's why I backed off. There's no need to keep talking, beat a dead horse, so to speak. Anyway, so that's it for now. watching the market, looking good. Bitcoin got to almost 9,400 or so. It's about to breach 10K in the near future, but Woo Woo Friend says not yet. Little down up thing coming if she's right. She's seemed to catch this little rally right, but we'll see. Remains to be seen, right? And I will be out here to tell you about it, I guess, when it happens. Take care.